Hi family, and welcome to Kamy Ideas. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you receive notifications whenever I upload a new video. Yes, and sorry for the inconsistency in the past few weeks. The reason is I went to have my wedding program, and due to that and some other few reasons, I wasn't able to record videos, and so I deeply apologize for the inconsistency, and we are fully back now for good. Yes, and today we are having a guest. This is my husband, Mr. Michael, and then he's featuring us officially today. And the fact is that he has always been the brain behind the channel, like the backbone of this channel. And so most of my topics I always consult him because he's my senior colleague in the profession. Not just only my husband, he's my senior in the nursing profession. Okay, so I always do consult him on topics, and when I'm going to make a video on a particular topic, I consult him. I'm just showing his face officially today. So you're welcome to Kamy Ideas, and then he's here to stay, so you'll be seeing him more often on our upcoming videos. He's also a nurse. He's my senior colleague. Okay, and then we are married as health workers, and so we've just decided to do a video, make a video on something very important concerning this our profession. So in today's video, we want to be discussing with you how to be successful as a nurse. Okay, how to be a successful nurse. And as health workers, we have people have so many notion about this profession, that we earn a lot, we have a lot of money. And then if you let that enter your head and just want to rely on your salary solely as a livelihood, you are not going to make it any far in this life. Okay, so I want to just discuss with you the various means and ways of how you can become very successful as a nurse. Okay, the first thing we want to talk about is upgrading. Okay, and when we talk about upgrading, and one thing we want you to know is the higher your certificate, the higher you are paid. That's nursing for you. So if you start as a certificate nurse, I think it's necessary for you to upgrade to diploma and other certificates so you can improve on your salary. Do you have something to add up?
Yeah, you shouldn't just be comfortable with what you have. You shouldn't be content with what you have. If you are a certificate, strive to upgrade and become a diploma. And if you are a diploma, to go to become a degree, and then it goes on and on and on and on. Because, like you said, the higher the certificate in the nursing profession, the more you are paid. And so, definitely, you don't expect a diploma nurse and a degree nurse to take the same salary. And so, because of that, you need to upgrade yourself so that you can also earn more. Because we are working to satisfy ourselves and also earn more so that we can be able to take care of ourselves and live life very well. Yeah, so upgrading is very important as far as the nursing profession is concerned. Yeah, so I think you should take that seriously.
The second most important thing we want to talk about is learn to specialize. Like, do a specialized course in the course of your program. Maybe you are a diploma nurse, a registered general nurse. My husband and I are general nurses. Okay, we are registered general nurses, and we have intention of specializing into other fields, okay, of the nursing profession. We don't just want to stay as just registered general nurses. Okay, so you specialization also gives you more salary than just staying. Maybe you're just a registered general nurse. You have a degree in registered general nursing, and someone also has your same degree and goes to do a specialized course. The person will earn more than you. You will never earn the same salary. Okay, so we just want you to add more to the specialization.
The specialization doesn't only add more to your salary,
Okay.
but it also gives you better experiences in the nursing field,
Okay.
so that you can help your clients very better.
Okay.
So it's good to specialize. And when you're going to specialize, look at the area where you are comfortable with.
Okay.
Because others are going on this direction, you also want to go there. No, look within yourself and say, okay, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I'm good at this. And then you go there, specialize, and become a better person in society. Number one, you'll be comfortable. Number two, you will earn more, higher. And then number three, you will help your clients.
Yes, and that brings us to another third most important point, which is creating other streams of income in addition to your nursing profession. Okay, don't just rely on only your nursing salary. you are earning 3,000 cities a month, you're okay with that. You are earning 2,500 cities, you're okay. No, I believe in business, okay? And the reason why I brought Mr. Michaels today on the channel is he's a nurse by profession and a businessman. So I don't even know how to describe him, whether he's a businessman or a nurse by profession. He's a pastor, he's a nurse, he's an entrepreneur. He does a lot of things, okay? And then I would want to say that I believe in business, okay? We are in this profession, apart from the fact that you benefit as a health worker to benefit your families, you are also in for the money, okay? The money too plays an important aspect. So I would advise, or I would say that it's good to create other avenues that will fetch you money, okay? You can have businesses, create small selling. You can even start selling sachet water in your maybe you're in a compound house, and you can start selling sachet water. Put it in your fridge. People want water, they will come and buy. Okay, so I would like to say invest in other streams of income, and then it will help you to become very very successful. And then before then, I have a question for you
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Like when we talk about having businesses around, there are hospitals that we have worked, and then we sometimes see people selling things in the ward. Is it advisable as nurses to be selling things in the ward? And sometimes patients will even tell you that they go to some hospitals and then people impose things on them to buy by force. Like if you don't buy this thing here, you go and buy it outside. It's not accepted. They won't accept it or something like that. So if are they saying maybe creating a form of income, having other streams of income, you can't do the business outside the hospital, or is it that we must do those other sellings inside the hospital?
Yeah, I think creating multiple streams of income is very important because it will go a long way to make life comfortable for all of us. And
Okay,
all of us, we are struggling to make life comfortable for ourselves and our children.
okay,
And like your question, some hospital, let me just say, most hospital wouldn't allow you to be double the work with other businesses like selling sobolo and the other things. It will take your attention away from
oh,
the
okay,
work, and that doesn't mean you cannot do businesses,
okay,
because you can have your businesses maybe in the town, or you can open your business centers around the hospital, and when you are close you can concentrate on it. You can start other businesses, maybe you are selling it online.
okay,
And me, for example, I'm running a couple of businesses. Some of them are where I am, some of them are far away that people are taking care of and I'm monitoring.
okay,
Yeah, it helps. And you, like you said, we shouldn't bring it to the work, because
okay,
it will not help us,
okay,
it will not help our client, and at the end of the day make our nursing profession not attractive.
okay,
Yes, so it shouldn't also deter us from not venturing into businesses.
okay.
Yeah, we have to venture into businesses and then create a lot of income for ourselves, and then it will send us far away in life. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was very, very good, and thank you so much for the contribution. So, have other streams of income. Don't just be relying on your nursing salary. That moves us to another point, which is investment and savings. So, as nurses, um, I would want to ask you,
Mm.
in terms of investment, you are the one doing more business stuff. Okay, so in terms of savings, it's just that if you are saying savings, should I just go and buy a susu box, okay, and just put it in my room, and at the end of the month when I go and pick my salary, divide it into two, maybe I'm earning 2,500 cedis, should I just buy a susu box and be saving, putting the money there, or what are some of the ways of we can employ in terms of investment? How do we invest and how do we save money effectively
Okay.
as nurses?
Okay. I think first of all, I recommend the banks.
Okay,
I recommend the banks for you, because what you are saying,
okay,
if you create a sushi box in the corner of your room and you are putting your monies there, at the end of the day, it's going to be the only money you are saving there. Nothing
wow,
will be added.
wow,
But if it's in the bank, that you go and create a saving account,
okay,
at the end of the year, they are going to add up something to your money. And maybe if you put 10 Ghana cedi there, it's not going to be 10 Ghana cedi again. It will
okay,
increase.
okay,
And not only the savings, there are other investments you can do. There are other investments you can do. There are other like treasure bills and other things you can do to go a
okay,
long way to expand your income. So I would advise the bank, because in your room, maybe thieves can break in and then take it away. Maybe you lock your room and go to work and you come back and you see that nothing is there again. But in the bank, it's safe. Even if something happened to the bank, you know, definitely they'll find a way to get your money back to you. Yeah. So we need to do a lot of savings. And then one thing I want to add with regards to this is, don't be spending anyhow. Don't just be buying things like impulse buying. There's a saying that nurses like buying things on credit, and then and you are there at the facility and somebody will bring things and say, okay, just buy it maybe in a week time or at the end of the month. Some people are buying and then waiting for the end of the month. So before your salary come, all of it is not for you. You have finished it. We need to stop that.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to stop that. Maybe go to the market, you didn't plan you're going to buy something, then you see something that attracted you. Oh, let me buy this thing.
Okay.
It's not good. We need to stop that. Yeah.
Wow.
And save more. Spend less, save more.
Wow. You made mention of something that I liked so much. You were like, when you are saving the money in your susu box in your room, the value is still this, like the money is still the same. It's not increasing.
Yeah.
So let me say at the end of the month, you go and take your salary like 3,000 cedis, and you decide to put 10,000 cedis in your susu box. At the end of the month, the money will still be the 1,000 Ghana cedis. But if you invest it in other profitable ventures like the banks and other stuff,
buying shares
and treasury bills and those things, the money will be increasing. So when you're talking about saving, save at a place. You want to tell us that like we should save at places or invest into ventures that will increase the money. That's very good. That moves us to the next point, which is developing your talents and gifts. I love this one. Just like every human being has a gift. There are people who are gifted to sing. Some people are gifted in comedy. So they create comedy skits on YouTube and they are making money. Someone is gifted in with hands like weaving, plaiting hair and those things. So as a health professional, I'm not sure that apart from the nursing, if they should close nursing today, if they should say nursing is no more fashion, or they are going to create robots to operate as nurses, you should still, like, there should be a talent or a gift in you that should be able to enable you earn something. Okay, maybe you are good at cooking. You can employ that even as part of creating other businesses. Like this one can also come in. I, for instance, I love to cook. I love cooking a lot. Like something that I enjoy doing. Anything that you enjoy doing, you have the passion for it, you do it perfectly. It might not be all the time, but you enjoy it, you do it with ease. Okay. Exactly. So I think we all have gifts. Just develop your gift.
After your 6 hours or 7 hours stay at the hospital,
okay,
the rest of the time you have with you, what are you using it for?
Okay.
Yes, that's the question. What are you using it for? And it should be something that will earn you money.
Okay.
It should be something that will earn you money. So if at the end of the day you close from the hospital and you walk straight to the house and then you're lying on your bed, maybe WhatsApping or Facebooking and nothing, wasting your data for nothing, I think you need to rethink about that. Because they say time is money. And the reason why they say time is money is turning the time into something resourceful that will produce results, and that is money. And so talking about our talents and our gift, after you finish your work as a nurse, maybe you are someone who can sing very well.
Okay.
You are someone who can dance. You are someone who can read a lot. You are someone who can write. So use those opportunities to write. If you can write very well, write a book.
Wow.
Write a book. See people who have written books for several years. They'll coach you. Before you know, you become an author of so many books and you're helping life. You can sing. You can start up a YouTube channel like my wife is doing. She's a nurse and now she's a YouTuber. And so after close of work, she comes home, she will shoot a video and then sit on it. And this YouTube is growing. And at the end of the day, she's going to be paid for it. It's not just for nothing. So we shouldn't just depend on our one stream of income, like as a nurse, I'm a nurse, and that's all. No, God has given us a lot of different talents and gifts, and we can harness them to help ourselves. Wow. So everyone has a gift, and not just one. So I wouldn't say me being a pastor is a gift, but it's a calling. It's not everyone that can be a pastor. Yes, but me venturing into entrepreneurship and other things is something I do as a passion, and my desire to create wealth for my family. Yes, is what pushed me into it. And as I am there, I'm learning. I'm learning more and more and more and more.
That's very, very good. Thank you so much for the contribution. And the last thing I want to say is time management. As a nurse, you have to learn to manage your time. if you don't make time for yourself, time will never wait for you.
Yeah.
And time, they always say, is money. Okay, so you plan your life. It goes with planning, time and planning. Plan your life. Maybe you have 2 offs after your shift. What do you use those offs for? Do you just sit in your room, watch TV, do prepare the best meals and eat?
And drink
Yes,
and
and drink
sleep.
and sleep. And then that moves me to the last question I have for you on this
Okay.
channel. Today you came to answer questions. And when I look at you, even when we were still dating, you were working. I wasn't that too close to you like we are now.
Mm.
You were a pastor. I could see you, like, you go out for evangelism to villages and towns. You go to work. You're having businesses. How do you combine these things? Like, you work as a pastor, you work as a nurse, you work as a business person. How do you combine the two? Is it not stressful, or like, is it not giving you too much headache?
Yeah. I
Tell
think
me that.
what I'm going to say here,
Okay.
all of us might not agree with it, but I think that is what has helped me so far. Yeah, and like they always say, there's no time until you create one for yourself.
Okay.
Because if you say, I'm waiting for time, I'm waiting for time, time will never come until
Okay.
you create time for yourself. And so I'm not just a nurse, like my wife said, I'm a pastor, and then I do other businesses around. So sometimes I travel for ministry work, sometimes spend 3 days or 4 days out there, and I come back to workplace and then continue on. And you know how stress and demanding the nursing profession is. So I would say God has blessed me with a very good facility and with good management or leaders that I work with, and I have that kind of personal relationship with them that sometimes it helped me. So if I have a program I need to attend, I always inform them beforehand, and that's why we are talking about time. I will tell them beforehand so that when they are coming out with the duty roster, they'll find a way of fixing it so that I can go to the program and come, and then I'll still get time to work, and then will not be that much stress. So sometimes I travel for long distances for a programs, come back. Maybe I can just arrive tonight and the following day I'm going to work.
Wow.
And then it also depends on you, the individual. You have to try your best to just do this thing. If you say I need to relax, I need to rest. I know, yeah, but upon all that, still create time to rest. What I want to say shortly is we need to create time. Time will never come until we ourselves create it for ourselves.
Okay.
And we need to move out of our comfort zones. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So this is what we'll be sharing with you today. And anyways, the video has become super long. I wanted to just do like a 15-minute video or something.
Yeah.
It become so super long. So we didn't want to stress much on this topic. So this is what we have to share with you. Stay tuned, and then you expect more and the best from us.
Bye
See you some
bye.
other
And
time.
please subscribe, subscribe,
All
subscribe,
right. All
subscribe.
right.
And you're going to learn more from us. You're going to get more from us. Yeah. And
Okay.
watch out for kamy ideas.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye.